tonight's live stream. We go live every single Monday at 7 Central, and tonight we're going to demo the new flippin' awesome paints from the CrystaLac Company. If you are new here, my name is Allison, and I love to teach you all things about making epoxy-free tumblers, so make sure you're subscribed, and if you are watching the replay, make sure you leave a comment because I love to connect with you, even if you watch it after the fact. So, I see lots of people here. It looks like Selena is here, and Georgia, and Judy. Hi, Rose and Jamie. You are early. That's amazing. And Mary and Nil Marie, Kim, two Kims, and Brenda, and Jessica. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you are able to hop on. So, are you guys excited about these paints or what? Because I am super excited. Can barely hear me. Is that better? Hello, Kia and Kim, Rose. Okay. How about now? Is this better? Let me know if this is better. Okay, I see yes, 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 yes. Okay, great. It's always something. Okay. So let me know if you are excited about the paints, because the Flippin' Awesome paints are my absolute favorite. I love the coverage. There's so many different colors. I think there's like 15 colors now. Like it used to be 13, but now there might be 15. This might be 16. I don't even know, but there is a link to the Flippin' Awesome paints underneath this video. These are not available to purchase yet, but they will be, or they should be, hopefully sometime next week. But they are really, really great colors. So the Flippin' Awesome paints can be used as a base coat, so you can use them right on your stainless steel tumbler, or you can make sure you prep first, right? We always prep, sand it, or crud cutter or whatever, and then you can, 23 colors. You guys, I was so wrong. 23 colors. That's a lot, more than I thought, but they're amazing. So you can use them as a base. They have a really good coverage. I don't know that I have another one that's just painted, but I am obsessed with this red and the green. So I've done a couple, because I couldn't wait till tonight to Ravi's here. Hi, Ravi. Show you. But this is the green. I painted this one over like a beige ivory kind of color base because I just had it and I needed to try it. And I think the coverage is really, really good. It's just like a really solid, good color green. And then I do have this red, and you can see I did get a little bit of streaks, which is fine. I think there's probably two reasons for that. One, I didn't combine it really well. I was so anxious. And I think it'll look really good after a second coat. So I really like these paints. They make really good base paints. All of the colors. I've done several like non-glitter tumblers where I'll just base coat them, do a couple coats of bright tone, and then add my vinyl. It's just like if you wanted a solid color cup, these are really, really good. Especially, I don't know where you all live, but I see Tanya's in Minnesota and Denise from Wisconsin. It's getting to be a little too cold to spray paint, so you can do these inside. And I'm also going to show you the green gloss. Let me know in the chat if you have any of the color glosses. There's red and blue and white and yellow and now green, and they can be used as a base, but they're also a little bit transparent, so it gives a really cool look over the stainless. I can show you what that looks like, as well as you can put it over, you could put it over this green if you really wanted to, but you could also put it over like a gray or a beige, and it will kind of pick up a little bit of that color, and it looks really, really good. So yeah, lots of people getting cold. Canada, New Jersey, yeah. Okay. So then you need paintbrushes. I don't know how many cups we're about to do here. So I have my CrystaLac brushes, which I really like, or I like to use the Wet n Wild contour brushes that are from the Dollar Tree. If you don't have the new CrystaLac brushes, I highly recommend. They're super cute, and they help with the paints really, really well. So let me know if you guys have questions about the gloss or the paints, and I'm going to get us set up to paint. Yeah, I really like the glosses as well, and you can even mix them together. You can use them for Milky Way tumblers. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. Okay. Brenda said she had to take a break from housekeeping to watch me. Or house cleaning, sorry. Yeah, I think that is a great choice. Nobody likes to clean the house, right? Okay, can we do alcohol inks with CrystaLac? You can do them on a dry cup. Judith, I recommend, I have a couple tutorials on my channel. You can do them on like your dry cup, then you can seal them and then use your bright tone, but you can't mix them together. Gretchen's in Hawaii and it's still nice and warm. Yeah. Lucky you. Okay, cool. So we're going to do red first because that's what I have on here. So you want to make sure that you shake it up before you start. I shook them already, so I didn't have to like sit here and do that for too long because, but you want to make sure it's fully combined before you use it. And just so you know, you can use Flippin' Awesome on like, I'll show you one later. I have these like wood coasters. You can use it on wood, and it has the top coat in it. So if you like to like do furniture and stuff, you can use these paints as well. They're really good. And they're self-leveling and just really, really awesome. Okay. So once you combine it, you can hold your cup. I'll do one where it's not on the turner, but you can keep it on the turner and do it like that, or you can just hold it like I always do, like when I apply my glitter and stuff. A lot of you have seen most of my videos. You know I like to hold it. How do you wash your brush after using glitter glue? I always just rinse my brushes in water. Do you recommend using a base coat before the gloss? It really depends on the look you're going for. I think it has a really cool look over stainless, but if you want it to, and it kind of like picks up some of the stainless, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it really depends on the look you're going for. Before you use the gloss, you just need to prep, and if you wanted to put a base coat of like a light gray or dark gray or white, you can do that, or you can just put your gloss right on your stainless. Okay. It looks like I didn't really wipe this well, so we're going to see. Yeah. Whoop. Okay, and I'm just going to brush it out. You don't have to do it on the turner, but you can. It does help it like self-level a little bit, but you definitely don't have to have it spinning. You can hold it if you want. You just want to make sure that you use enough to get it covered and not too much that it's going to pool up. If you're getting like paint pooling up on the top or the bottom, you're probably using too much paint. And I don't want this to dry on here. So that's what it looks like after a second coat. I can see if I can zoom in a little bit. But that's it. I mean, applying it is super easy. And it's just like a really, really, really amazing red. Like a really good red. Okay, so let's do a red over stainless. I'm going to swap out my cup here. And we can see what the red looks like right on top of the stainless. Okay, let me do this so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so this cup has been prepped and I sanded it and it's dry and we're ready to put on our paint. Again, you can use whatever brush that you want. I'm using the CrystaLac brushes. Later, at some point, I'll probably run out. So I will be using like a Wet n Wild brush. But whatever you have is fine. I would say in my, I mean, I just got these, but in my few uses of it, the red looks like it will probably need 2 to 3 coats. But it really depends. If it's going under glitter, you would be totally fine with 2 coats. But if you're trying to get a solid color, you may need a 3rd. So you can see that it looks a little streaky. It will level itself out a little bit as it dries, but it will look better with a 2nd and 3rd coat. And you'll get like this one that I just did on my other that I literally just painted with the 2nd coat looks really good. I did a separate coat and can still see the brush strokes. Are you using the Flippin' Awesome paints? You may be brushing too many times. Like if you brush too many times, you're going to be brushing it while it is still drying. Or while it starts to dry. So you want to make sure that you are minimal brush strokes. Like get it done in about 30 seconds and then walk away. So if you're brushing it too many times, you might see your streaks. Okay, so that's what this red looks like. I kind of missed a spot right there, but that's fine. It'll get covered up with another coat. Okay, so that's the red. I'm going to switch this again. We'll move on to the green. I just posted something, I don't know, on like TikTok or something about what is your favorite Flippin' Awesome color. I did a cup the other day. If you caught my live stream last week, I did a the moss green, which I think is my favorite. I really like Purple Delight and Midnight Blue, but let me know in the comment, in the chat, which is your favorite if you have them. So to switch rods, I'm just pulling this off. There's this little like rubber thing that I'll put on a new rod. Like there's a pin that goes in here that I would put in if I wasn't about to switch it off. And I'm just putting it on another turner that I have on over here, out of the way. Okay, so let's do the green. Baby blue. Catherine asked, with the Flippin' Awesome paints, do you wait 4 hours in between coats? Yes, wait 4 hours before you reapply. Mermaid green and the lavender. Ooh, I love lavender. I love that one too. It's hard to pick a favorite. See, everybody's got different preferences. Midnight blue is amazing. The new pumpkin spice. I don't have it over here, but it is really, really great. Okay. Hi, Sue. Yay, you made it. Purple Delight is fantastic. This is similar to Purple Delight. I think I mixed this one myself, but that's similar to what the Purple Delight looks like. It's really nice. Okay, so now this is the green that will be called Clover, right? The red is called Crimson, and the green is called Clover. And I'm just going to do this one right on the stainless. And so some of the Flippin' Awesome paints, like the Purple Delight and the Midnight Blue, get amazing, amazing coverage with just one coat. So if you were doing if you're putting glitter over it, those and the dark gray one, the slate gray, is that the dark one? Anyway, you could probably get away with one coat of paint before glitter, and I think this green is the same way. If you were putting glitter on top of this, you would be fine with one coat. Some of them will take 2, 3, the lighter colors may even take 4 coats. It really depends. Like if you're doing like the lovely linen or the white universe or the white Flippin' Awesome, I would recommend doing a universal white first and then going in with the lighter colors. Okay, so green looks phenomenal. Looks really good. Big fan. Big fan. This is like a perfect Christmas green. Or winter green if you don't celebrate Christmas. It's a really good green. I think it's a good year-round green, actually, if that's your color. I am going to... Sorry, I should have taken these cups off of their turners before I started. Hi, Marilyn. I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, this one, if I was going to put glitter on it, I would let it dry 4 hours and then see what it looks like when it's dry. It does dry a little bit darker, right? All of the paints are going to dry just a tad bit, like a shade or two darker once they're dry. But yeah. If you're putting glitter over it, I think one coat would be plenty for this green. You could also, yeah, St. Patrick's Day. It's perfect. Jamie, do you think we should maybe in the academy we should make a fun we should do like holiday cups. We should get started soon, like on a Valentine's Day and a St. Patrick's Day. We should do that together. Lori says Universal White isn't working. Okay, first thing, Lori, I have a couple questions. If you're putting glitter over it, it does not need to be perfect. That's first. Second, make sure you're stirring it really, really well. And if you have 4 coats on it, you could give it a light sand with your 400 grit sandpaper, and then you can try again. Green and a gold glitter. Yes. Okay. Yeah. See, okay. Jamie and Jessica and Sue are inside my Tumbler Maker Academy. And I think that we should all we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay. Alison is in there too. That's a really good point. The red and the green would be good for a watermelon cup. Okay. So I'm going to do a coat of this green gloss on this green tumbler. This already has the green Flippin' Awesome on it. Just one coat. And I'm going to do some green gloss over the top. I haven't opened it yet. Sorry. I also have 2 random cups that I have to strip, but I thought we could see what the coverage looks like on those, you know, just to see how it covers over a different color. Okay, so this is the green gloss. I do recommend with the glosses, again, you can put these right on stainless steel. I do recommend with the glosses to do it while it's spinning, so it can help level it out. So the gloss is a little bit different of a green. It's a little different shade of green, which is nice. So you can kind of see, like, I don't know if you can see, but it is a little translucent, so it's picking up the green underneath. And with the glosses, if you're looking for solid coverage, you'll need a couple of coats. So it is translucent, so it will need a few coats if you want it to be a solid green, or if you're going to use the blue to be a solid blue. But you do it pretty much the same way. I wouldn't use your finger because it'll be green. I usually put a base color down before I do any glosses, but you don't have to. You just kind of have to play around with it and see the looks that you like before, you know, you have to decide what you like. So I would test it out and I'm running out of space. Yeah, I would just test it out and see if you like it without a base, with or without a base. You know, you'll just have to decide. Everything, so Mary, everything needs 4 hours to dry. Everything needs 4 hours to dry. And yeah, it looks like some of my pigments have settled here, so like before I use it again, I'll make sure I stir it a little bit more. Let me see. How do you clean the rim after you're done putting Bright Tone on it? Okay, so I do have a tutorial about that. Hold on, I need this. I do have a tutorial, but I use a knife around the edge, and then I fill it with water, and then I let it sit for a couple hours, and then I scrape it out. Colette, yes, you don't have to spin it if you don't want to. You can just hang it if you prefer. For the Academy, if you were on the waiting list and couldn't make the class, do you have to sign up again? No, Judy, you can just go to the link, alisonsullivan.co/join, and you can join anytime you are ready. Let me put it in the chat. And anytime you are ready to come hang out with us, you are welcome. Okay, let's see what... Should we do red over this purple, or should we do green over this purple? Just to see, This cup has to get stripped anyway, so I'm just painting on it before I do that. Should we do red or green? Red, 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 red. Okay, let's see what happens. We can do green over another one. I have another cup that I have to get rid of. So this time I'm going to use this Wet n Wild brush because I just ran out of brushes. You can always like squirt it into like a little cup before you, if you wanted to, and like dip your brush. If, you know, it's up to you. You guys know, I always say there isn't only one way to do things. You kind of have to play around and see what works best for you. I used kind of a lot, but that's okay. Oops. See, I should be done. That's what happens. Oh gosh, I could... Should we see what the red and green look like together? But this looks really good. I mean, it will need a second coat, but I mean, overall, okay, that's the spot I messed up, but that's okay. Like, it's really good. Like this right here. Look at that. I highly recommend. I mean, you guys know if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that the Flippin' Awesome paints are my favorite. Like, I love them. Okay, so I have this really ugly cup that we can paint over. What should we do? We could see how they mix together into like brown, but the red is really good. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Kim says so. I need another brush. Okay, I can make do. Okay. All right, let's play around. But before I show you this really ugly cup, you have to... I was trying to do something. And it didn't work. This is very ugly. And it's a little rough in places, so it's not going to be the best thing ever. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I am going to put a little bit of red in here. And a little bit of green in here. Diane says we can do this instead of spray paint. To prep, sand, then Flippin' Awesome paint is a prep tumbler. Yes, so you always have to prep by taking off the factory coating, okay? Whether you're going to sand it or use, if you're going to sand it or use crud cutter or whatever you're going to do, you need to sand it, and then you can put on your Flippin' Awesome. But yes, you can not use spray paint at all and use this instead, and I highly recommend it. I can. Let's put some micas into it. That's a good idea. But I have to find it. Okay. First we're going to do this, and then we'll play around by putting some silver mica inside. Okay, so let's see what happens. I'm going to do the bottom red, and it should cover this pretty well, and if it doesn't, then it's fine. It won't be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do red on the bottom. Jessica, you are right. I tried an alcohol ink thing, and it didn't work. And the colors were not what I thought they were going to be. So this is green over white. It seems like even a little bit lighter over this white glitter. But I like it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I'm getting paint all over me. That's fine. Okay, you guys ready? Let's see what happens. If you haven't tried to ombre your Flippin' Awesome paints, you should. And my friend Amy, who's in the Facebook group, but she's Amazing, like amazing, but with her name Amy Kreations, and she is the best. Oops. Honestly, might not be that bad. I need another brush, though, that I don't have. We can use this one. It's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. It definitely is a little bit of a purple vibe. Some of the like green is coming through here, but that's okay. Oops. It's kind of cool. I really thought that was going to be really ugly. See? And look, you guys, let's use this as a teachable moment, okay? I had a super ugly tumbler that was glitter and had a lot of weird stuff on it, and it did not look good, and I just painted over it. So if you're ever thinking, like, should I strip my cup? Maybe, but also you could just paint over it with way less work. And the good thing about using CrystaLac is that it's so thin that, like, even your final cup won't be that bad because the products are so thin that it still won't be bulky, like, when it's done. You know what I mean? All right, that was fun. See, this is why I like coming on here, because you guys, we always do some cool stuff. Even if it's not, like, the most amazing thing, it's worth a shot to try. Okay. So, let's mix in some silver micas. I need a cup. I don't really have one. We'll paint over this one. I did this one on a live stream and then never did anything with it, so we'll just paint over this one. Thanks, Kim. You guys, Kim, you know what's up. You're always here to help. I'll save it for you. I'll finish it up and it's all yours, Kim. Okay, so I am going to in case you need a project, wine glasses. I put all of my brushes and like popsicle sticks and I don't know, a screwdriver in glittered wine glasses, and I put them on my pegboard. I have a pegboard right up here. So if you need a project or you want to practice on something, doing wine glasses are fun, and then you can use them to store your brushes and stuff. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit and stir it in. We'll see. It would look really good with the green gloss as well. I probably should have done it with the green gloss, but that's okay. The Galaxy mica would look really good too. Okay, my silver's a little bit dried out, so I'm going to put a little bit of bright tone in here, which is totally my fault because I let it get a little crusty and then tried to close it, and, you know. So, if that happens to you, I just put in a little bit of bright tone to help kind of mix it back up. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but that's what I do. David, Dorinda, I know you're here. Don't yell at me, please. Okay, I need just a little bit more. Okay, so hear me out, hear me out. A silver, or the red cup, right? Okay, if you have a red base, and sprinkle some silver glitter on here, like not full coverage, but maybe like sprinkle some chunky, that would look good. The silver liquid mica just like next to this red. It'll probably be hard for you guys to see, but it looks really good. Okay. I don't know that you're going to be able to see the shimmer right now, but I can. But it's very subtle. It's really nice. Okay. And I'm just using this cup because I had it sitting here and I haven't done anything with it, so we might as well walk away from today with 10 red cups, right? Okay, I don't think you guys can see it, but it does have a little shimmer to it. I bet you can't see it because I can barely see it, but it's really subtle and really pretty. So you can totally mix in the micas. I want to try something else with the green gloss. The two new colors are Crimson and Clover, which are red and green. And yes, Allison, this is my 40-ounce camper mug from Craft Haven. I'm gonna do like an actual like camper mug. Like I'm gonna do some speckled paint on it. I'm really excited about it. You can use code alisoncrafts if you want to shop at Craft Haven. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of green gloss in here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of this silver mica in there as well. I'm running low. I'm gonna need more soon. I love the silver. Ooh, that's too much. All right, I would recommend using the glosses with your liquid micas. If you have red gloss, this is green gloss obviously, but if you have the red gloss, I think silver in the red gloss will look really good. Or the other thing you could do, is do like your red base, right? Start with your red paint, and then you can mix in the silver or the galaxy into your bright tone, and then do a couple of coats that way. But the gloss, I don't know that you could even see that, but the shimmer in the gloss is really pretty. But you have options, right? You can just do like your red paint, and then you can mix in your mica into just bright tone, and then do it right on top. Eileen, they absolutely, you guys should go follow the CrystaLac Company on TikTok, okay? I think it's just the CrystaLac Company. You should follow them on TikTok because they announce the colors using that song. I believe that's where they got their inspiration, but. Okay, so this being like this dark base, obviously changes things, but it's you can see the silver, right? You can see it right there. You can see the silver in there. But you can see, though, that the green gloss is transparent, so you can see what's underneath. So if you're putting it right on the stainless, it'll look really good, and you'll need a couple coats of the green, or any of the colored glosses. You'll need a couple coats. And yeah, the shimmer, the silver looks really good in the green gloss. Big fan. Now what do I do? Hi, Kelly. Glad you are here. How do you handle dust on your tumblers when they are wet and spinning? I have two recommendations. One, you can cover your tumbler with like a bin, like a clear bin from like Target or something. Like you can just put it right over your turner. And then you can also, I've started using an air purifier because I'm in my basement, so it just gets a little dusty down here. So I use an air purifier that I really, truly, highly recommend. It has eliminated all sorts of fuzzes and dust and all of that almost completely. So I do recommend. They're kind of pricey though. So if you can't get the air purifier, I would just use a bin. Just use a bin. a box even, anything that you can just put right on top of your tumbler. All right, do you guys have any other questions? So these, I believe they're going to be available sometime next week. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the goal. But sometime soon, in the next couple of weeks, you'll be able to get the paints. 10 out of 10 recommend. Here's the one that we just did. The second coat of the red. The green looks really good too. It looks like it's just about dry to the touch also. So you can make some really, really pretty tumblers with these colors. I have a couple of glitters that I'm going to try, I think. I've got like these 2 Christmas glitters that I just got. This one's called like mistletoe, and it's kind of like red and green, and this one's like peppermint, red and silver. So I'm going to try maybe doing this peppermint one like as like a waterfall or something on this one maybe. When you are ready to purchase, I have links under all my YouTube videos. Obviously, I appreciate the support. Helps keep the channel going. And let me know on Instagram if you have any specific questions too, because I'm happy to answer them there. These are from Glitter Dipped Sips. Okay, she's a fellow CrystaLac user, but she recently started selling glitter, and they're really, really pretty. And you can use my code. I just got a code, actually. Here, let me type it in. glitterdippedsips.shop, I'm pretty sure. And the code is alisoncrafts 10. That looks weird. Whatever, it's fine. All right, so we will be back next week. We're going to do part 2 of the vinyl wrap tumblers that we started last week. Here's one of them, and here's the other. We're just about smooth, so next week we're going to add some vinyl and maybe some more glitter and do some cool stuff next week. Here's the other one that we did. Well, I glittered it, but we did the vinyl together. So we will be doing a part 2 next week on Monday. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And as always, like, follow, share, comment, whatever. And let's connect on Instagram. And I will see you next week.